What's all this?
It's our hive. We can busy little bees.
Sounds like you guys have been thinking about your field trip.
Yep.
Hi. Yeah. You guys know any beekeepers? You got some in your family? Yeah, there's a lot of beekeepers in this area. We got a lot of really great beekeepers.
I know what this is. This is a smoker.
So where are you guys? You guys from Columbus?
Yeah.
Yeah, Columbus actually has their own beekeeping club, the Columbus Beekeepers, and they do a really great job. They teach all people about keeping bees. So, yeah, you can pick one of these and kind of pass it around. Take a little bit. Be careful, they are fragile, so don't push on it. Go ahead and smell it.
It smells like honey.
Yeah, it's got a sweet,
This
woodsy
is
smell to it.
This is to calm all the bees down, so you
Yeah.
can grab the honey.
And so you see one of these boxes on the edge of a field or something when you're driving along. Well, they're full of frames. And so these frames, they'll start off early in the year with one of these. And we've put this in there. We've stamped the wax, we put some wire in there. And over the season, they fill it out. So they make the comb themselves. Well, they make the comb because honeybees, they actually have some glands on their back, actually their thorax, that makes wax. And they'll take that wax out of their thorax and they'll stuff it into the hive and they make these cells. These cells are very exact, within millimeters of exactness. And they have to be because the queen, you know which one's the queen, right? You've heard of the queen bee?
The big one.
Yeah, she's a little bit bigger than the rest of them. And all she does her entire life is to lay eggs. That's all she does. Tens of thousands of eggs throughout her entire life. And she'll go along to each one of these cells, egg, all day, every day. And the worker bees will take care of those little babies. And so bees, when they're young, they look like little fly magnets, actually. I mean, that's kind of what they are. They're an insect. And so there'll be a little maggot in there, and then the worker bees, they'll take care of those little tiny baby insect maggots until eventually they're a nice, great big size, and they'll cap it off, they'll let them pupate, and they'll hatch into a bee. And so,
You got killer bees here? Like, because they're like honeys and
do I kill the bees?
No, killer.
Oh, killer bees? No, not really. So
They're dangerous.
yeah, so killer bees, basically they're called Africanized bees. It's a breed of bees from Africa, and in some places they'll keep killer type bees, Africanized bees. Here in Kansas, they haven't came up here far enough. Most of those bees are down in Texas, so great on.
You get to try. I remember they're honey.
They actually do make some very good honey. But it's not that much of their honey is different, is that they're very prolific and they make a lot. So some people actually like Africanized killer bees because of that. But so when I'm out checking the bees, you seen this thing before?
Yeah.
It's all black and sooty.
It's a smoker.
It's a smoker, that's exactly right. I stuff it full of burlaps. He's got it down. That's exactly what it does. So when bees smell smoke, they suck in a bunch of honey and become very docile. And they're much less likely to sting me if they're sleepy after I smoke them. I have many times, but I've never been stung by a bee if I have my bees smelled. And so, yes. So I put this bee suit on and I'm nice and protected. I've had bees very mad at me and I've never been stung when I had the suit on. I take this comb out, I put it into the extractor, and then I spin it. See there's some comb in there? Yeah. Let's drop that down. So this extractor, it spins, and it's the force of the movement that pushes that honey out the back. And it just slaps the honey against the side of the metal, and it drips down, and there's a little spigot on the bottom. And so, well, there's really nothing to try now. I don't have it together, and there's no honey in it. We've already extracted it. So.
Get a try.
Yeah.
So other than the honey, what are the benefits of beekeeping?
Say what?
Other than the honey, what are the benefits of beekeeping?
Well, beekeeping, of course, has a lot to do with pollination. Most of our crops that are pollinated are done by honeybees. So isn't that fast? Yeah. And so honeybees, they'll travel around California and Florida and pollinate your oranges, your almonds, all of that stuff, your canola. That all has to be pollinated by honeybees. And so, well, or a bee of some sort. Most of it is honeybees. And so keep in mind that honeybees are not native to Kansas or even the United States. Honeybees are a very specific type of bee, but there are hundreds of different species of bees, some wild ones, like bumblebees, wood bees. You've all seen these around too, haven't you? Yeah, and they don't live in colonies like this. They live out in nature. Most of them live by themselves their entire lives. So,
You get to try like the comb.
yeah, well, comb, there's really nothing to try there. You can chew on comb, but it just tastes like gross bubble gum, honestly. Yeah, it's just chewy. There's really no flavor to it.
Without the honey, it's bland.
Yeah, it's
It's
bland.
bland.
There's
Good
really
word,
nothing to it.
Tanner.
So let's try some actual honey. Try some good stuff.
So, would you like to come to my house? We have a whole bunch of honeybees up under our trailer. And since honeybees live in the wild and they sting really hard,
Yeah. Are they honeybees or are they wasps?
they're bees.
They are bees. So they've made a home inside of your home.
Not inside of our home,
Oh, okay.
inside of our trailer,
I
up
see.
under the floor.
Yeah. And so honeybees, you know, when they
Is that raw honey?
it's
No.
raw honey. Okay, that's all honey is raw. So you can try it.
It'll be either, well, I'm not
So
gonna,
honey is made out of nectar from a flower, right?
I'm gonna
Well,
put
the
it in.
honeybees have gone out. They've sucked in the nectar. They've mixed it on enzymes inside of a special stomach. They spit it into a comb, and then they do that again. They suck that nectar back out and mix it with more enzymes to hydrate it.
Why did Hunter take two? I want two.
You're eating honeybee spit.
Honeybee spit. 70 pounds worth of honey in one of these. A 5-gallon bucket in each one of these bottles.
Wow.
Put some in my garden.
And honey is kind of expensive. We import most of our honey in the United States. It comes from China and
I put
Russia.
some in my garden.
But you know, there's a lot of beekeepers around, and they do sell honey. We don't. We just kind of give away to people and family and stuff.
Is it true that it can help with allergies when you buy honey from your area?
Yes, and so of course honey is full of pollen
I put
and some other stuff.
I put honey on my gum.
Be
It's
careful,
really
if you gouge
good.
if you gouge the inside, then they can't repair it.
I put honey in my gum and it's really good.
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys tell him?
Yeah, thank you
You
guys.
guys like your beekeeping field trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the best part?
Eating the honey. Yeah, eating the honey.
Oh, that reminds me of a scripture verse from Proverbs 24:13 through 14. It says, "Eat honey, my son, for it is good. Honey from the comb is sweet to your taste. Know also that wisdom is like honey for you. If you find it, there is a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off." Do you guys know what wisdom is?
Yep, smartness.
Kind of, yeah. When you're wise, you're able to think things through.
It's using your brain.
Using your brain.
Some people don't have.
Oh, everybody has a brain. We just have to learn to use it, right?
Yeah. Sometimes they're the size of a nut.
So God says that having wisdom is like enjoying honey.
Yep. Like and subscribe to my GOADS channel, hit that notification bell, and text us something that you think we could do for a fort, and comment how you did one and show us a picture.